Hi, I'm Mike, founder of GoodBed.com. Today we're going to be taking a close look at the brand new design of the DreamCloud mattress, which has been completely updated as of the end of 2019. Now, DreamCloud is part of a family of brands that now goes under the name Resident and also includes brands like Nectar. And it, more importantly, is one of the brands that probably our readers are most interested in. So we're very excited to give you our take on the new design of this mattress. Stick around. Now, in case you've never seen one of our videos before or been to our website, GoodBed.com, the first thing you need to know about mattresses is that they are highly personal. This means that a mattress that is great for me can literally be truly terrible for you and vice versa. So the thing that you need to focus on in order to choose the right mattress is what we call the 3 Fs. Fit, feel, and features. Fit means finding a mattress that's going to fit your body, including your shape, your weight, as well as your preferred sleep positions, much like you'd pick out a pair of pants. Feel refers to a set of characteristics for which there is no better or worse. It's just about your personal preferences. And features refers to characteristics that can be better or worse, but may not be a priority for you personally. So let's start with fit, because that's really the most important of the 3 Fs, since it's what determines how well a mattress can deliver to you the 2 things that absolutely everybody must get from their mattress: back support, which is code for proper spinal alignment, and pressure relief. And before I go any further, I want to say you're definitely going to want to check out the written version of this review for the full details on all of our ratings and assessments for every permutation of different types of sleepers. You can find a link to that right in the description of this video. So in terms of a high-level summary, let's start with spinal alignment for back sleepers. In general, what we found here was that we felt like the spinal alignment for lighter back sleepers would be much better than the spinal alignment for heavier back sleepers. For heavier back sleepers, we still felt like everybody under 250 pounds should get at least pretty good spinal alignment. But we did have a concern about possible hammocking, which can happen if the heaviest part of your body, which for all of us is our hips, sinks a little too far into the mattress. So certainly for folks over 250 pounds, we had that as a big concern as a back sleeper, and a little bit less so the lighter you are. Moving on to stomach sleepers, this same concern about your hips sinking too far into the mattress is even more important, because on your stomach, if your hips sink too far in, it leads to overarching of your back, which is a clear recipe for back pain. So in the case of stomach sleepers, we would definitely say we probably don't recommend this mattress for heavier stomach sleepers. But we felt like lighter stomach sleepers would probably be just fine from a spinal alignment standpoint. Turning now to side sleepers, this is where we felt like the DreamCloud really was the best match and could serve the widest range of weights. We really did feel like all side sleepers could get at least pretty good spinal alignment, if not very good spinal alignment on this mattress, with the best spinal alignment coming for the lighter side sleepers. So now let's turn our attention to pressure relief, which incidentally is of particular importance for side sleepers, because that's the position in which your body's weight is distributed over the smallest total surface area. And in terms of our assessment, we did feel that the DreamCloud would provide good pressure relief for a wide range of side sleepers. The one critique I might have is that this top layer doesn't have a lot of stretch in it, and it is about 1.5 inches thick. So while the layers below it, the memory foam and that transition layer, I think provide very good pressure relief, it's a little bit mitigated by this top layer. But in spite of that, what we found was that the only concern we really had was with heavier side sleepers who are also extra curvy. But even in that case, we felt like the pressure relief was still pretty good. And everybody else, the pressure relief was even better. So overall, we'd say this mattress has good pressure relief. So now let's move on to the second of the 3 Fs, which is feel. And again, these are the characteristics of a mattress for which there can be no universal better or worse. There's simply what's better or worse for your personal preferences. And the first of these is softness. And in the case of the new DreamCloud, we classify it as a medium, a dead medium on our softness spectrum. So right in the middle. And an interesting note on this particular style of medium that is different than a lot of other medium mattresses we've tested is that it's kind of the combination of a little bit more firmness up in this top quilting layer combined with more softness right below that. So that is unusual, because typically what we see is the softest layer is right up on top and it gets progressively firmer. This one those top few layers are kind of flipped around in that respect, but it nets out to still feel about a medium in our view. The second feel characteristic is what we call cushioning depth. And this is the difference between sort of that sleeping on your mattress sensation, getting that floating above your bed feeling, versus sleeping in your mattress, which gives you more of that hugged or cradled sensation. And in the case of the DreamCloud mattress, we would classify it as having more of that latter sensation, that hugged or cradled feel. And that comes in this case particularly from the fact that you're going to sink a little deeper into this mattress than you would maybe on an average mattress. And that particularly is true after the heat from your body penetrates through the quilting layer into that memory foam layer. And you'll feel yourself kind of, there's a delayed effect where you kind of nestle in a little bit. In terms of the conformance to your body, which is another factor that can contribute to a sense of hugged or cradling, I'd say that actually it's about average here on this mattress, maybe even slightly below average in terms of the conformance. But nonetheless, the overall effect here is one of having slightly deeper than average cushioning. The third feel characteristic is memory feel. And as we already mentioned, there is a delayed effect here where once the heat from your body reaches that memory foam layer, which is not right up at the top, it's 1.5 inches down, you do sense a slow kind of melting sensation. That being said, there is only 1.5 inches of memory foam in this mattress, and it is pretty soft. So once you kind of hit that layer, you compresses pretty quickly. So there's just a little more than average in the way of sort of delayed responsiveness, I would say, in this mattress. And we also would say that this memory foam tends to be on the quicker side in terms of its recovery. So while this mattress, I would say, has in general more memory foam feel than the average mattress, it doesn't have way more, just a little bit more. And the last feel characteristic is bounce. Now, bounce is almost the opposite of memory feel. Memory feel is a slow response, bounce is a quick response, but you can actually have both in the same mattress. And this is a good example of that because we did find that the bounce in this mattress was also above average. And that comes actually more from what's happening in the bottom half of the mattress, which is those 8-inch pocketed coils. So what we found is up at the surface of the mattress, there isn't that much bounce. You have a little bit of bounce in this kind of quilt layer maybe, but of course the memory foam is right below that, and that has no bounce at all. It's actually shock absorbing. Then you get down, once you start dropping a 16-pound bowling ball on the mattress, you can start to activate the layer of foam below the memory foam, as well as maybe even the coils a little bit. So you see more bounce. And then finally we test it with my full weight coming down on the mattress, and that's when you really do notice some bounce. So on balance, we would say that this mattress has probably a pretty normal amount of bounce for a hybrid mattress, but certainly above average in the scheme of all mattresses. So now we're going to move on to the third of the 3 F's, which is features. And again, these are the things that actually can be better or worse about a mattress, but may or may not be important to you personally. And the first of these is motion isolation, which you may know refers to the degree to which someone on, say, this side of the mattress is going to be aware of or disturbed by what's happening on the other side. And we test this in a few different ways, both using a bowling pin to measure the overall amount of motion being felt on this side of the mattress. When we dropped a 16-pound bowling ball, as well as when I put inconsiderately my full weight into bed next to that bowling pin, this mattress did very well. So overall, we would say this has excellent motion isolation. The next set of features are those related to cooling, because there are a lot of people who have a concern about sleeping hot during the night. And this can be of particular concern with a mattress that contains memory foam, as this one does. And in this area, we always advise our readers that the most important thing to look for is airflow, because that is the easiest way for heat to escape the mattress, as well as for cooler, fresh air to get closer to your body. And in the case of the DreamCloud mattress, we do certainly feel that the airflow here is good. For starters, about half or more of the height of this mattress is the 8-inch pocketed coil unit, which of course is essentially all air, and it goes edge to edge with coils. So there's really no opportunity for heat to get trapped in that layer. As for the upper layers of the mattress, it's probably worth noting that the fibers in the quilt probably allow for incrementally more airflow than maybe some other quilt packages do. So all in all, we'd say that the airflow here is at least good. The second thing we think about is to what degree are there features that allow heat to move more freely through the mattress and away from your body. We call these heat transfer features. And in this case, what we can tell you is that the memory foam here does contain gel. And so gel being a conductor, that is an example of a heat transfer feature that allows your heat to move through that layer more effectively. Now, that's only one layer of the mattress, and that's probably the only heat transfer feature. So we would probably say that this mattress is okay on this front. The last criteria we think about is body surface area exposure. So the most efficient way for your body to dispel heat during the night is by being exposed to the air. We talked about how there is a little bit more of that hugged or cradled sensation in this mattress on account of sinking more deeply into the mattress. That can tend to work against you just a little bit in this particular area because it prevents more of your body's surface area from being exposed. So in this case, we would say it's pretty good. This mattress is pretty good on that front, and the fact that you have this firmer cover with less point elasticity actually helps you in this regard. And on balance, we'd say that as it relates to cooling, we'd say this mattress is good. The next feature is edge support, which can be important whether you're someone who likes to sit on the edge of the mattress periodically or whether you find for whatever reason you're getting pushed toward the edge of the mattress during the night. So we always look at it in both ways, sitting and lying on the edge. And in the case of sitting, which is the harder test, of course, we actually felt the edge support in the DreamCloud was pretty good. And that's probably because of the edge coils going around the perimeter of this mattress, which are stronger coils specifically designed to give it a stronger edge. And in the case of probably the more important edge support test, lying along the edge, we felt like the edge support was good. So on balance, we would say that edge support in the DreamCloud mattress is good. The next feature is ease of repositioning. Now, this is a feature that is really not going to be a priority for most people, but there is a small subset of people for whom this is a really critical issue, so we always make sure to take a look at it. And in the case of the DreamCloud, we did talk about how this is a mattress that has a little bit of that memory feel, slow responsiveness, as well as some deeper cushioning. And those two things do make it a little bit harder to reposition on this mattress than in some mattresses that we test. That being said, on balance, those weren't hugely significant factors in this test, and we found that overall, the ease of repositioning here was still good. The next set of features are those related to the use of natural materials in the mattress, which for many people translates to a concern more with just the lack of harmful chemicals. And as it relates to natural materials, at least, this is not really an area of particular strength for the DreamCloud mattress, as it's not one that really contains any natural materials to speak of. As far as chemicals go, it's worth noting that this is a mattress that does contain polyurethane foam. About 7 inches or so of the total height is either polyurethane foam or polyester or other petroleum-based products, which of course do contain some chemicals. And it's also worth noting here that this is a mattress that at least currently is made overseas. It historically has been made in China, although of course that can always change. But that being said, I do think that there are a few things in this area, some mitigating factors that you can take some comfort in. Number one is the fact that this is a hybrid mattress. So at least part of the mattress, the main support layer, is being served by steel, which is a material that certainly doesn't contain any harmful materials or off-gas anything. So that certainly makes this already better than a lot of all foam mattresses on this particular front. The second thing we can note is that all of the foams used in this mattress are certified to the CertiPure standard, which is a standard that looks for both the presence of and off-gassing of various harmful materials and certifies that none are present beyond some minimally acceptable threshold. And the last thing I can add is that we, in the process of our testing, unbox every mattress, and as a matter of course, we always perform an off-gassing test right when we unbox the mattress, which of course is when any off-gassing would be at its peak. And what I can tell you is that we observed less of that kind of new mattress chemical-like smell with the DreamCloud than we do with the average mattress that we unbox, which frankly was a little surprising for me since it is made overseas. But nonetheless, I think that's worth noting, and I think that's just one additional thing from which you can take some reassurance with regards to this mattress. The next feature is adjustable base compatibility, and this is something that we've been getting asked about more and more. And when we think about this, we always break it down into, number one, is this using it on an adjustable base going to damage the mattress in any way or void its warranty? And in the case of the DreamCloud, the answer is definitely no. It's fully designed for use on an adjustable base. The second thing we look at is how well does the mattress conform to the curves of an adjustable base, particularly when the base is in the fully articulated position of having both the head and foot fully elevated. And in that case, we felt like the DreamCloud mattress was very good. The conformance was even in ways that a brand new mattress often is not able to conform, the DreamCloud generally was. The only issue we experienced with conformance was that when I got off the mattress, it did want to pop up a little bit. Nowhere near as much as many mattresses that we test, but that was the only thing that we found there. And I do think that that too would ultimately get better over time as you kind of break the mattress in and use it on an adjustable base. So really the only thing that we found that was a noteworthy concern on the adjustable base compatibility is that when it's in that fully articulated position, in the valley where your hips are, the quilting layer of this mattress can get a little bit bunched up, which is really only an issue when both head and feet are fully elevated, but in that situation isn't maybe the most comfortable thing to sit on. So for that, we would say it prevents this from having, say, excellent adjustable base compatibility, but we still felt like adjustable compatibility was good. So now that we've fully covered the 3 F's, which is how you're going to make sure you choose the right mattress for you, let's cover 3 things that are going to be important as part of your purchase experience when you buy a mattress, especially when you buy one online like the DreamCloud. And those are delivery, return policy, and warranty. In the case of delivery, DreamCloud offers free delivery to your doorstep, and then you're just going to be on the hook to bring it into your bedroom and unbox it, which we of course did in the case of the DreamCloud, and we can attest to the fact that this was a very routine process, very similar to pretty much every online mattress that we unbox. We probably recommend, like with any online mattress, that you have 2 people on hand, just because these things tend to be pretty heavy, both to carry into your bedroom as well as to kind of maneuver during the unboxing. In terms of return policy, DreamCloud offers a very generous 365-night in-home trial, during which time you can return the mattress for any reason for a full refund. The only thing that they do ask is that you keep the mattress for at least 30 nights, just to give your body time to adapt to the new mattress. In terms of warranty, we always coach our readers that the number one thing you need to look for in a mattress warranty is not the length of time, but rather what they define to be an allowable dip or body impression, which in the case of the DreamCloud warranty is 1.5 inches. Now, this is actually for an innerspring mattress, pretty much the industry standard, no better, no worse. But where DreamCloud does go actually above and beyond the industry standard is that they offer a lifetime warranty. So what that means is that if at any point in time in the future during your use of the DreamCloud mattress, it develops a body impression greater than 1.5 inches or any other problem that is a warranty event, they will either replace or repair the mattress depending on kind of where you are and how long it's been since you purchased it and a few other factors, but you're covered, in other words. So that definitely is something I think you can take some reassurance from with regards to the DreamCloud. So now let's get into the details of what's actually in this newly redesigned DreamCloud mattress. And for starters, you're looking at a 15-inch total mattress. We can show you here, this part here that we have uncovered totals to about 13.5 inches. The remaining 1.5 plus comes from the cover, which includes a quilt package of about 1.5 inches. So you can think of this as either a 5 or 6 layer mattress, depending on whether you want to count the quilt as just 1 layer altogether, or you want to break it down into what is technically 2 different materials that are quilted into this cover. So we'll start with that. In the cover, you have about 1 inch of polyfill fibers up at the top here. And then below that, you've got a 1/2 inch of 1.5 pound density foam, all of which is quilted into the cover. And overall, there's not a lot of stretch in this cover. It's just kind of so I would say there's not a ton of give in the cover relative to what's underneath it, which starts with this top layer here, a 1.5-inch layer of 2.5 pound density gel memory foam. And the thing you'll notice about this particular gel memory foam is it's very soft. It does not take a lot to compress it. It's also, just in terms of memory foam, on the quicker side, responsiveness wise. I would say not the quickest we've seen, but definitely on the quicker side. And below this, you have a 2.5-inch transition layer of 1.8 pound density polyfoam, which is certainly substantially firmer than the memory foam, as it is meant to act as a transition into these firmer coils. But I would say that it's maybe a little bit on the softer side too, as a transition foam goes. I say that only insofar as when I'm on this mattress, what I notice is the surface has much less just readily apparent softness than what you can find right under the surface in these two top layers of foam. Then you get below the transition layer and you're into the 8-inch pocketed coil unit. And one thing to note about these pocketed coils is that they actually do contain edge coils going around the perimeter of the mattress that are made with a thicker gauge coil, meaning they're stronger coils, harder to compress. That's in order to give the mattress a stronger edge. Then lastly, on the very bottom here, you have a 1.5-inch layer of polyfoam, really just to give the coils kind of something to rest on. So just coming back to this cover here, all of this obviously is wrapped in this cover, which, in addition to having the quilt layer on top, it's a really hefty, heavy-duty kind of a material here, and feels very sturdy. Feels just like a really solid. You don't normally see, especially in the design of mattresses that unzip on the bottom the way this one did, you don't normally see them made out of such hefty and heavy-duty material. So that's a nice feature. It also has these handles on the side, which are functional handles. We use them to move this mattress around. So that's also a nice feature to have. I do want to point out just one thing. If you do see a review of the DreamCloud mattress that has little tufts, little circular kind of tufts in the cover design, that go all the way through the mattress, that is no longer the current design. That means you're looking at a review of the previous version of the DreamCloud mattress. One thing that's important to just about every mattress shopper is value. And when we think about value, we always think about how much does it cost, what's in it, and how long do we think it's going to last. In terms of the cost, the current price of the DreamCloud mattress is $1,199 in a queen size. And that would be before any GoodBed discounts are applied. Now, we do always keep our written reviews up to date with the latest and best available discounts. So you're definitely going to want to check that written review to make sure you're getting that discount. You can find a link to that right in the description of this video. Now, in terms of what you're getting for this, you're getting a 15-inch hybrid mattress with, we'll call it, gel memory foam over pocketed coil construction, and 1.5 inches of that gel memory foam. And certainly if you were to look across other mattresses with similar construction to this, you'd have to say that $11.99 is at least a good price, if not a very good price, relative to comparable products. Now, in terms of how long we think it's going to last, we generally turn to foam densities as our best, albeit imperfect, predictor of longevity, since foam does tend to be the weak link in any given mattress. And in this case, if I were looking for a weak link, I guess what would most concern me would probably be that 1.5 inch layer of memory foam in a 2.5 pound density. Maybe possibly the transition layer below that, although a 1.8 pound density polyfoam at that depth into the mattress doesn't give me nearly as much concern. Nor does the quilting layer, which I do think will settle some, but because it's already kind of pre-compressed, I'm not too worried about that either. So on balance, I guess I would say that the longevity prospects of this mattress are at least pretty good, if not good. So in terms of how all of that wraps up into kind of an overall value, I would say that the overall value of the DreamCloud mattress is certainly good. So just to sum up some of the things we've covered in this video, the DreamCloud mattress is a 15+ inch hybrid mattress with what we would call gel memory foam over pocketed coil construction. We talked about how on balance we felt like this is probably a better fit for lighter sleepers than it is for heavier sleepers. We talked about how we probably don't necessarily recommend this for stomach sleepers over, say, a couple hundred pounds, or maybe back sleepers over 250 pounds. But really for the rest of sleepers, we felt like you were going to get adequate spinal alignment and pressure relief on this mattress. So if you're looking for a mattress that has pretty much a medium level of softness, skews a little bit more towards that feeling hugged or cradled sensation than it does the floating on top of your mattress sensation, one that offers actually a combination of both a little bit of memory feel as well as a little bit of above average bounce, and one that has excellent motion isolation and good edge support. And if all of the other fit, feel, and feature characteristics that we covered in this video sound like a good match for you, then we definitely think that the DreamCloud mattress is one that you should consider. So we hope you found this video helpful in determining whether the DreamCloud mattress is the right mattress for you. That said, you're definitely going to want to still check out the in-depth written version of this review for the full detail on all of our ratings and assessments, as well as the latest and best discounts on this product. You can find a link to that review directly in the description of this video. If after all that you're still not sure, we definitely recommend that you take the GoodBed quiz, which you can find right on the homepage of our website, goodbed.com. This quiz will walk you through all of the same fit, feel, and feature characteristics that we covered in this video, and ultimately will show you mattresses that best fit your personal needs and preferences, both online as well as in the local stores in your area. So we really think that this is hands down the best starting point for any mattress shopper. In the meantime though, we thank you for watching and we really hope you sleep well.